great evening, and welcome to Table Talk. And I am Arthur Pierre Collins, excited for the opportunity to be at the table with you tonight. I'm so excited. I have an amazing guest, a beautiful woman of purpose, a woman of value that is on the platform tonight. So I need you to buckle up, get your seats ready, get your coffee mug, your water, whatever it is that you're sipping on, girl, because I want you to enjoy this conversation because this is a woman that is inspired to do what God has called her to do in this new season. So I hope that you are ready to be inspired, packed, and ignited on this evening. I have Sarah Anderson, and so we're going to go ahead and get this jingle started, and we're going to move right along. So we're ready for what God has to say this platform this evening.
Got purpose and destiny, books, business, and accessories. She walks in fear and she's blessing me. She keeps her head and her heels high, and her limit soars beyond the sky. If it's purpose she's pushing, you tune in with Table Talk with the Diva. Why? Join in, it might free up. Hey, hey. And if you feel it, come in. The enemy trap won't win.
Yes.
For God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win. Table Talk with the Diva. Why? Join in, it might free up. Hey, hey. And if you think I'll come in, the enemy just won't win. But God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win.
Well, welcome once again to Table Talk with the Diva. Again, I am your host and producer, Pierre Collins. That's Arthur Pierre Collins, time two. I'm a woman of purpose, a woman of spirit integrity, and I believe in doing what God has called me to do. So I have Sarah Anderson on the platform. What's going on, beautiful woman of God?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
How are you?
Great, doing well. Thank the
Awesome.
Lord.
Awesome and amazing and amazing. It is so wonderful to have you on the platform. And so people,
Good to
I
be
want you
here.
to know I need you to pull up a chair, grab your sisters, your auntie, your cousin them, all them, Ray Pookie, all of them to sit at the table with us this
That's
evening.
right. That's
We
right.
welcome you. Welcome you.
That's right.
Welcome. We have a little house rules here. Again, we are women of purpose. And so I have to say that this platform was created. It is a man from God that He's put in my hand, a mantle that He's given me to help push and catapult other women to the next level. And so I know they say, well, what about you? What about me? God has me. He
That's
has me.
right.
I'm going to do what He
Mhm.
called me to do. And as long as I do what He has called and instructed me to do, then that means I am on the right track. I am
That's right.
in my purpose. I am moving according to His Kairos time. So I am well within where I'm supposed to be. So here I am today with Sarah Anderson, a beautiful woman of God. She is a mother. She is a Gigi, a grandmother.
Yes.
Not sure the proper term that she goes by, but Mimi. What exactly is
Gigi.
probably correct? Mimi.
Mimi is the grandmother. Gigi is great grand.
Oh, right now, great. Uh-oh. Stand
So
correct.
I'm just a Mimi. I'm just a
So
grandmother right now.
Mimi. Awesome. Is awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
So she is a Mimi and a mother of five.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful girl. You don't look like what you've been through. Come on with it.
Hey, thank you,
Yes,
God. Thank
yes,
you.
yes. So she is
Amen.
beautiful. And so she is a new business owner, and I'm excited to chat with her about bold enterprises and where God is taking
Yes.
her in this season. And so before we do that, we always have an icebreaker. I'm going to give you a word, and you give me one word, not a sentence, but one word. First thing that comes up. So whatever I give you, give me a word. And hey, family and friends that are joining, we say thank you so much for the love and support. We ask you to continue to share, and a friend. This is what it's about. It's about pushing another sister forward. It's about pushing her forward. So I need you to share and invite someone to the episode. And so I promise you'll be blessed. But I'm gonna give you a word, you give me a word, and whatever comes up will come out. So there's no wrong or right answer. I'm just gonna give you a word. And so we know that words are powerful. And so we are trained and taught in the word of God to speak life and not death. So he tells us what to choose, but sometimes we make mistakes. And we all fall and we make something we should not be, but we quickly repent and turn away from that. So with that being said, your first word will be battle.
Feel.
Feel. Come on. All right, feel. And I think your second word would be purpose.
God.
Okay. Making my notes here. Last but not least, intentional.
I didn't hear you.
Intentional.
Intentional. Good.
Good. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So my words were battle, and Sarah was field. Second word was purpose, and her word was God. That's God. Good job. Good job. And thirdly, it was intentional, and her word was good.
Mhm.
All right. So, hey, we always try to just see where, um, and not to put you on the spot, but kind of put you on the spot to see where we are
Mhm.
mentally, because words are important. So sometimes, when someone can say something positive, and there are people, not you, but there are others, may come back with something negative. So
Right.
I enjoy speaking
Mhm.
positivity because it is contagious. So something positive, you give me something positive, and we continue to build on that. But to God be all the glory. And so, and before I forget, I want to say thank you so much for the pastors, the preachers, the teachers, and everyone that has been showing up in Brunswick County for Ahmaud Arbery. I don't want to forget that.
Mhm.
I was doing that in the beginning, but I'm going back to fix what I messed up. I want to thank them. I am so proud of all the actors that are out there pushing. And if I had driven myself, I would have been there marching with them. Let me tell you, so I've been glued to the television, kind of checking out and see what's happening. But so proud of the unity that is
Mhm.
displayed right now. And no, he is not the only family member or person that has been murdered, and wrongfully injusted being been done to him. But I will say that again, because my family has experiences that as well. I had a nephew exactly that was murdered by North Charleston police officers back in 2006. So I completely understand the devastation that happens to family when that happens and murder has taken place. But nevertheless, I'm so pleased and privileged just to be African American in this season. I really am. I'm so proud of our people, and Black Lives Matter, because it does matter. Not only Black lives, but all lives matter.
All right. That's
Get that
right.
out. All lives matter. And I'm so honored for the support and proud of our people and everybody that is showing up, supporting his mom and his father and his family and just everyone. It was just a cool thing to see it all week long. In spite of whatever has been going on, they've shown up. So we are moving along. And so I've given you a little few minutes here to make sure and tag a girlfriend, a sister. So Miss Sarah, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. So are you ready, honey?
I think so.
Beautiful. You are ready. You are ready. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, first of all, who Sarah is. Before we talk about
I don't know how to respond to that.
uh-oh. The iPad is talking back. She said she don't know what's talking to her. You see what happened, girl. But anyway, let's talk about who Sarah is. Tell the viewers a little bit about Sarah, really briefly. Who is Sarah, and what is Sarah's purpose that you've discovered?
My purpose, I'm just giving honor to God and thanking God for where He's taken me and what has taken place in my life. Whether it's bad, it doesn't matter, because it's what comes to test us and try us to make us who we are and becoming. So, and that's where I am today. I thank God for where and who I am becoming. A woman of boldness. I always say, if you knew me back then, you knew I was bold. I always think that I was a bold per se, bold person, bold individual.
Right.
I say what I say what I mean what I say, and I stick to it. But the things that I used to do then, God has turned it around, and it's so amazing. Being that bold woman of purpose, bold woman of to empower, to encourage other women, single moms such as myself, into who God has called them to be, their destiny, whatever it is that God has called you. I feel that God has allowed me to come up in a way that I am to encourage, empower, and just let you know that you are truly a beautiful overcomer leading by design.
Awesome. 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 Wow. Okay. So that is Sarah's purpose. So I guess I would ask you, what would be something that pushed you to even seek your purpose? What was that? What was going on in your life that made you say, like, you know what I'm doing is not working? Something has to change. Did something happen traumatic in your life, or was it just like the light came on? What was it that made you started a new path, just take another road and say, look, I've got to do something different?
So much has happened in my life. And I mean, I think that it was always something that was in me, that I was raised in church. God, I always knew God. I was filled with the Holy Spirit at the age of 12. So I always knew God, and I always knew that that there was something that God wanted from me and that He wanted me to do. But life, peers,
Yes.
it made me choose different directions, different avenues that sent my life in different whirlwinds. Okay. And so even though God's grace and mercy was sufficient upon my life, I knew in the back of my mind that there was something more. There was something more. This is not it. I was always feeling out of place. I just knew that there was more. I knew that there was something that God wanted from me. I knew somewhat of what the call was, but I was still yet not ready to yield to it because Sarah wanted to do Sarah.
Of
So
course.
there was some things that happened that I just could not, I just could not, I couldn't run no more. I just could not run anymore. And it wasn't like years that I was giving God my yes. I would say yes, but I really didn't mean it because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I felt I was young. I didn't want to be out there, praising the Lord. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but that's all I knew.
Right.
That's all I knew. I knew that's all my mom raised us to:
Right.
pray, believe God, trust God, seek God. I raised up in church, so it was in me, but I didn't want to allow the real Sarah to come alive. She was fighting to come out, but I
Yes.
didn't want her to come alive. I wanted to do what Sarah wanted to do because of friends and foes. And, I just wanted to live my life, but my life was not my own.
Come on.
I was bought with a price, and this is time. And it was this right here at the moment, having open heart surgery at 12 years old, having different things that happened in my life, God
Yes.
bringing me through so many changes and so many obstacles at a young age that I had to, like, okay, I didn't have a choice but to continually seek him and seek him and seek him, even if when my heart wasn't fully in it. There was this thing at moments of time would make me come back and seek God. But at this point, when I lost my mom,
Mm.
I was like, I was in church, but there was certain things that Sarah still wanted to do, that Sarah just felt like, hey, I was big enough to do this, so I wanted to do it. But when that happened, it was some things that transpired in my life from my mom to me. And I was like, okay, God, I know that this is what you want from me. I think that I'm ready to do this, but you got to help me. You got to go with me. You got to go with me because I can't. I'm scared. I don't know, because I was bad. I was bad back in my days.
Ooh,
I
sure.
wasn't a good girl. So I was like, people are so not going to believe Sarah, God is using Sarah. But yeah, it is just those ones
Isn't
that
that
God
a thing?
uses.
Isn't
It
that
is. It
point? And when you
is.
said, let's go back a little bit. That's something you just said. People didn't
Right,
imagine,
right,
and
right.
believe that God really used Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back a little bit further. So when you talk about that's all you knew, your foundation, it's something about your foundation.
The foundation, that's
It is
right.
so
Mm-hmm.
important to lay the foundation. And so, of course, growing up, we didn't know, we didn't understand that that's what mom and dad or whoever the guardian was. We didn't know that's what they were doing, laying the
Right. The
foundation.
foundation.
We
That's
had,
right.
so it isn't
Mm-hmm.
of your foundation. And there are things that we're teaching, and you may never use it, or you may will, you may do it. There's some things I'll say, like even for people that was in school, there are things that the teachers would say to me, and I'm just looking at her, like, girl, I'm gonna be a model. Just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that, I don't know what she's talking about. I wasn't interested.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even certain things with math, and as Perry said, who's talking about square roots and all that? He's like,
Right, right.
I'm not gonna need that. Well, sure enough, I don't need it, but
Mm-hmm.
the foundation, things that were
Mm-hmm.
planting inside of us and taking us to church when we didn't want to go, and you can't be a part of this because you got church on Friday night or Bible study or
Mm-hmm. Right,
you
right.
thinking. After I'm thinking, oh, this is so cruel. This is ridiculous.
Right.
But
That
they were
was
laying
punishment.
the foundation because
That's
at
right.
some point, and as the word of God said, you would train them up in the way they should go. But when they're old, they may strengthen.
They will not depart.
They
They will not depart. They will come back.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That has happened to you as well as me. What has happened? We
Right.
strayed away, but the foundation was already
It
laid.
was laid. That's
That,
right.
that foundation being led you had to come back. There was no way you couldn't go back. You know.
Mm-mm.
So I'm so excited. So
Right.
let's talk about bold enterprises. Tell us what exactly the meaning behind bold enterprises, and what exactly is that? What type of business have you started?
So Bowl is where I go out. Well, I coach. I'm sorry. I meant to tell you that I am a certified breakthrough coach where I help and help women, young ladies, women break through barriers within their lives
Okay.
to reach to the next level. If they
Okay.
wanted to do that business, do whatever it is that God has called them to do,
Gotcha.
that's what I do to help them out with that.
Okay.
Is to position women, bold women in a posture
Right.
bold women into a posture of and aligning them with their destiny with the instructions and the help of God.
Mhm.
That's another part of like the mission and the vision part for bold. So that's what I do. I kind of like help you kind of align you up for what and it has to be in the position. If you want to be in the posture of what God is calling you to do, the position is good, but the posture is better because you're really understanding what you are supposed to be doing.
Okay.
If this is what you want to write that book, if you want to open up a business, whatever it is, that's what I help you, to help you find your way through that.
Okay. 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 So this is a new journey for you, as far you said the coaching.
The book, yeah, the coaching
Okay.
is a new journey for me. The business side of it was I was doing like art restoration. So
Okay.
that side was my business where I would go out and do work for the school district, like, do some repairing because I did like home repairs for people in Charleston, South Carolina. Well, in the Charleston, Orangeburg, Columbia, just around in the surrounding areas and there where we would go and repair their homes through a grant or a program through Housing Trust Fund in Columbia, where I would write the grants for different homeowners that don't want to lose their home. They
Right.
don't want to sell their home, but they needed repairs done and didn't have the funds to do it. So I would help them get those funds to get that done. So
Okay.
that's that side. And then now the new adventure was what God was calling me to.
Okay. Okay. So are you implementing that even in now with Bold Enterprises, or that's what you used to do, or that is all like one of the same umbrella?
Say it one more time.
Is it still all under the same umbrella? Is that something you continue to do, or that was
No, actually, I stopped with that, and I actually walked. I'm walking straight into what what my purpose and destiny is.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, women empowerment, what basically the Bold Enterprises is. That
Right. Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay. Like Diva with the Destiny. Okay. So we
Yeah, pretty much.
okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome to know.
Mm-hmm.
So that ladies, there's so much help out there. It's
It
so much
is.
that is available. And so I said I started out doing other things for free, and because of the time that you have to put into it, and now it is a business, you know,
Mm-hmm.
certain things are not free, but there's so much help that is available. It is
Mm-hmm.
available. And so I tell people all the time, I said, I've sown a lot of seeds. So you're talking 13 plus of sowing. So now when
Mm-hmm.
God has elevated you to a different level, everybody can't get with it. They have a
No, they
problem
can't.
with why? Because your growth is elevated. And so sometimes in business, you've probably already seen, and you will continue to learn as I am learning and evolving. God's will cause a separation for elevation in business.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that to women all the time. You've got to be okay with it. You've got to be okay with the separation, and not better than anybody, because nobody is better than.
No, absolutely not.
But
Mm-mm.
when God is in control of what the vehicle that you are called to champion, I think that you're called to champion. When He has called you to that, it does not matter if it's mama and them, family,
Right.
siblings, friends, whoever. When it's by God's business and it is kingdom mission, I let them know. I said the buck stops here, boo.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
it stops,
Mm-hmm.
because this is. And first of all, when we don't do what we're called to do, or called to champion, guess who we're in trouble with?
God. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So it's like, do you really want to, hand over to Him versus somebody that is upset because, oh, now she thinks she got it going on, or no, she's doing this and she's doing. Well, life happens. They change. And so it's about kingdom building. And so honestly, when you find women, Christian women businesses, and even if it's not Christian women, because all of the businesses that I do, they're not all Christians. They are some of the ones that actually will help more so
Mm-hmm.
than the people that you think should help you, or you expect to help you, or you would like to help you. It doesn't work that.
That's right.
The blessing will
Mm-hmm.
come and you'll be surprised. We're like, wow, I just met her and she offered this and this is what she's doing. And so that, that happens. But, as
Mm-hmm.
we evolve as Christian
Mm-hmm.
women in business, I'm learning not to be surprised about anything,
Right.
by anything
Mm-hmm.
or anyone, because, just everybody is just not happy. It's so sad. And I don't want to say that because I'm not a negative person, but everybody's not happy for you. Point blank.
No, they're not. They're
It just,
not.
especially
I've
if it
learned
was
that.
going ahead of them. And so God deals with me in that. And I said, well, okay, God, but I want to pull so and so and so. I want to do this. I want to do that. And He said, but they're not a part of that. You want to pull them along, because we've been doing things forever together. But where God is moving you and where He's pulling you in that direction, everybody can't go. Everybody's not even
Mm-hmm.
handle some of the things that Sarah is about to embark upon. Everyone is not going to be able to handle that, because first thing they'll be in your ear saying, girl, if that was me, well, you're not me. That's the first thing.
Right.
You're
Right.
not me. That's the
Exactly.
first thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what you would do, and I would do, because I'm seeking the face of, and I'm hearing from Him on a spiritual level, you can't give me insight or information or what I should do. It's not going to work. It's not going to.
Right.
But God is so good. So I want to just hear, what are some plans that you have for Bold Enterprise that are coming up, because right now we are in the last quarter of 2021. So we're not rushing it, but I'm excited. I'm excited about what is coming. So let's talk about your next. What do you have? What are some things you may have lined up coming? The end of the year, or looking to we can look forward to from Bold Enterprise for next year, or
Well, I
even
had my first, I'm sorry, I had a
or,
first, I did a little soft opening last Friday that went very well. I thank the Lord. I mean, I had some young ladies. I just wanted something small and intimate, and it went just like that. It was a very amazing event. I thank each and every one of the young ladies that came out. I thank God for the women that showed up to support me and what the and everything that God would have them to do. That was amazing. So coming up for 2022, I can't believe 22 is here, but
right?
here we go. So I am doing my actual launch for Bowl in February.
Oh,
Matter of fact, February 6th is my birthday, so I'll be launching that instead of having this big party. I think I'm gonna have a big launch party because I'm so super excited for
yes.
what God is doing. I'm coming up with my podcast will be starting the spring of 2022. It's called Bold You. Um,
Awesome.
Yes, I'm excited about that. I have my journal will be launching out at same time for the
Okay.
launch party. I'll be bringing out my journal. I'll be writing finishing out my first book that will come out this summer. Um, and I'm so excited about the
Oh, well, I am so proud of you. This is such
so
news.
excited. I mean,
And you-
like, I can't believe it's me.
Yes.
Okay. I know that I'm serious. I know
I hear you.
that, the enemy will make you feel, I'm telling you, he will make you feel like you are not good enough. And I know a lot of women knows this, but
Absolutely.
listen, you are truly enough. You are
Speak to
so
Pastor.
enough,
Speak.
okay?
Speak.
I
Right.
mean, like, he makes me feel like I'm not smart enough. You don't say the right words. You always using
Oh my.
nouns when it should have been a verb. I'm like, you
Oh
know what?
baby.
Then guess
Hey,
what? So what? So
it
be
don't,
it. This is
it
me.
don't matter. Yeah. Okay. You're
This
not
is who I
Ebonic
am,
word.
Sarah
It
from
doesn't matter.
Charleston, South Carolina, from the hike. And
What?
I cannot make no apologies for it. It's just who I am. And I thank God for who God has made me. But this is the thing. You are enough. I am enough.
Yes.
It took me years to realize that I am enough. Even when, even with 5 kids, 3 baby daddies,
That's
I
okay.
am enough.
You
They weren't enough. They weren't enough. But
and
I am enough. And I'm not going to tell nobody no more. No. If you can't see what it is they can't accept the boldness in you. So that's why they can't handle you. So they feel like, you know what, and it's not you. No, the fact it is, it's not you,
it's
but
not.
it is
That's
me, but you're not who God say that you're not who the man that God or the woman that
yes.
God has put before you is for you. It's not that, because you are who God say that you are.
That's
You
right.
are bold, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are that king, you are that queen, and we cannot live no less than that. We are king's kid. I know I am, and I'm no longer. I
Right.
don't care what you say about Sarah. I don't care how you say about Sarah. Listen, I
Yes.
knows who I am, and I know my name. Oh my God, I used to hate my name, but I love it. I love it. I
Really?
love it because I know my name. I know. No, I just don't know my name is Sarah, but I know
Who I am.
who I am.
That's right.
And
And
I
who?
make no apologies for it no more. I'm not doing that.
Come on now. Come
Hmm.
on, ladies. I'm telling you. I am telling you. All right, Bold Enterprise. Keep watching because this is what we're doing. So I am
Yes,
honored. This is a blessing. That's right. It takes confidence to be.
you're right.
People are
Hmm.
confused with the confidence and the self-esteem, and so I say to them, my hashtag every day. Listen up, ladies. Confidence is not a curse.
No, it's
It,
not.
it takes
Absolutely.
being vulnerable.
Absolutely not.
It
Hmm.
takes vulnerable to even get the courage
That's right.
you are supposed to be, because a lot of people look at it and say, oh, well, it's easy. Oh, she's not doing nothing. She's not doing nothing. But you're not walking in my shoes. You're
Mm-hmm.
not in these stilettos, so you have no idea what it takes to get up and be me every day.
That's right. That's
When
right.
I'm here
Mm-hmm.
on getting on the platform, you're on the platform and you're talking and you're judged about every little thing.
Everything.
Girl,
Yeah.
her weave was just girl. Did
Mhm.
you see them lashes? Girl,
Yeah.
she was girl. And then I go Gurrl. Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, they saying girl, and I'm like, girl.
Right.
What are you doing? Let's start.
Right.
What are you doing? Why are you sitting over here talking about, as my mama would say, you judging Sister Calope? You got something to say about honey. Talking about Miss Peaches over there. But girl, what you doing?
That's right.
I see you stalking on Facebook. You got something to say about everything, but I'm confused. I'm so waiting on you.
Mm.
So when I shut them down like that, and as you know, you shut it down too. It's in our blood. Yeah, because some people have to just like, girl, look, we're not doing that. My
Mm-mm.
sister's doing something. I don't care if she's in the parking lot selling blue sand. I'm the kind of sister's like, girl, can I help you? What can I do
That's right.
to make it a
Mm-hmm.
little easier? Do you have flyers? You have cards? Can I pass something out? Can I go with you? When are you going to be there on such and such day? Let me see if I can get my husband or my daughter to bring me. I'm checking my calendar.
That's right. That's
Queen that
right.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's the queen that I am. I see. I
Mm-hmm.
learned that, from people not being that for me. So God has taught me that, and so I said, "Well, God, well, why is this, and why is that?" He says that that's why I've allowed you to have so many rejections. That I've allowed you
Mm.
to treat the way that they've treated you, so that when I place you where I'm putting you, as He's doing, and as you evolve, then you'll know how to treat and handle them when they come for the other people.
Right.
So, a lot of times we have to go through something, and it's never just for us, it's for somebody else.
Right. Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate bold enterprises, honey. So
Yeah.
keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing and shining. And so I used to say, and because it was an old cliche, rise and shine, rise and shine. No longer. I rise to shine. Now
That's right.
I rise
Okay.
to shine. So when I step out of bed, the devil is so angry. He said, if this blind girl,
Mm.
where every day she get up, she got something on her mind. You did that right. Because you
You're right.
killed
That's right.
me. I already let him know, baby, you should have killed me when you had the chance. But you have,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the force that is to be reckoned with over this way. So yeah,
Okay.
he does not like what you're doing. You already know that I'm
Mhm.
saying it anyway. He's not happy for you. He's not happy about what you're doing. He's not happy of the connection that you're making. How he's not happy how you're reaching the young men, and that's what it's about. We've got to pull them along. We've got to pull them along. So God is pleased with what you're doing. And I speak blessings upon you and your family and every single thing that your hands touch. I speak blessings upon your
Amen. Thank you. Thank
business
you. Thank you.
and anything that I can do. I'm going to do it any way that I can assist. It doesn't matter big or small. If I'm able to do it, if I'm able to come, you already know you got me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I say that openly. I'm not one of the ones that say something behind the scene and then don't make good on it. If I said
Right.
it, then I mean what I say again, and I say
Same here. That's
it.
right. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Same here.
yeah, yes. So,
Mm-hmm.
have any comments that you'd like to give or leave with the viewers? A couple of things in your coaching. What is something? I guess how would you? I want to say instruct. How would you coach a woman that is single and has very low self-esteem? She's not happy with the way she looks. Maybe she's a little overweight, and she has children, but it's hard for her to pour in her kids because it's pouring into her. So, what would you do? How would you talk with her?
I would actually get her to know that again, she's beautiful. um, Giving her the principles of what God has given me through my walk, through my moments of being overweight, of feeling that I wasn't beautiful, or feeling like I was inadequate, I wasn't enough. Walking through and listening to what has caused her to get to the place of where she's at. Allowing her to tell me first what she thinks about what, and how, again, how she got there, what has brought her to this point. Um, and being able to walk her through the steps and the guidance of understanding that she is more than a conqueror. She is a woman. She's a beautiful woman. She has purpose. She has destiny that is waiting to come out of her. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are, how light you are, how dark you are. You what It doesn't matter about anything. It's just what matters is you loving you knowing who you are, knowing that there is purpose in you, and that Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you, and he is concerned about what you are concerned about. The thing that is irritating you and frustrating your day, and 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 making you feel like, man, I'm not worthy. Those are the concerns that Jesus wants. He wants you to give him he wants you to give him all of those things right there. And just to help her through those things, getting it down on paper, and understanding this is what we're going to take away and this is what we're going to add, and just giving her the godly principles and walking her through those. And because I promise you, it will help. It does help. It helped me. It brought me out.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. It's very important. And it always helps to, as a coach, I will say, it always helps to write down,
Mm-hmm.
get it out on paper and read it. And so what I tell a lot of my ladies or my clients, when they write it down, you go back and you read it and write down the negative things that you feel about yourself, write down the positive about yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
see what list start from. And once you start to write down those things and you go back and read it, and when you look in the mirror, see that person, do you really see that woman?
Right.
Do you really see that girl that's just, she's fat and she's not good at anything? Do you really see that? And so when they look at it on paper, like, well, I'm this, but no, I'm not really that. I'm not exactly. So sometimes we have to get our words, get our thoughts.
Right, right.
Start looking
Mm-hmm.
at mean, ugly words. You be like, no, that's not who
Mm-hmm.
I am. Exactly. So write it out and go back and
Write
you.
it out.
I promise you, you'll start to see yourself differently and start
Mm-hmm.
what God sees. And so
That's right.
he sees the finished product. He finishes the thing,
Mm-hmm.
he starts it. That's how amazing God is. So when he finishes
Mm-hmm.
it, he sees us as that finished product, that beautiful woman, that is a virtuous woman, that is walking in the attributes of him. And so that's what he sees. We see, the fighting Sarah, and, that
Mm-hmm.
Pierre don't mind cutting you out kind of girl. Be like, I was her.
Mm-hmm.
Do they
Right.
know?
Right.
But they
Exactly.
remember that.
That part.
That's what they want you to remember. And that's what the enemy,
Mm-hmm.
the
That's
girl,
what he
you
wants
be.
you to remember.
Yeah, just like,
That's right.
dude, back up off of me. You get nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Was her.
Exactly.
For her. So yeah, so I am so glad that God is who he is. And so when we fall and make mistakes, he loves us. He has so much grace. It's always available. And that's what I love about God. And so I tell people this is not church, but because I'm a
Mm-mm.
Christian woman, a woman that is in business, but I am a Christian business owner, but I reach anybody. I don't care where you at.
That's right.
I
That's
need to go
right.
back
That's
to the
right.
club from where you live with me from, but if I need to go back to the club and talk to Sue and Sally and Samantha, you better believe I'm going out with chit chat. And when we
That's right.
go have,
That's right.
yes, let's sit and let's have a conversation, because somebody did it for me. And I didn't,
Mhm.
of course, I didn't listen and grasp what they were saying in the beginning because I'm like, girl, but
Yeah.
I got a table dance. You got to hurry up. Oh, and she's in there talking and passing out condoms and that kind of. I'm like, girl, look. But after
Mhm.
that, when that conversation was me, it wasn't nothing anybody could have said to me, did for me. It God got my attention. It was that moment. Until that moment, he got my attention. It's like, okay, Lord, I need you to fix my life before I die out in this mess, in the
That's
street.
it. That's it.
When that conversation came that God strategically had waiting for me, nothing else at that time, it didn't matter because I could hear them, but I wasn't hearing them. And so I understand. That's what I was asking. What transpired? What happened that made you go like, okay, something has to change in my life? And this, obviously, you have more for me. And so I am so always grateful when people share and that are willing and transparent about sharing their testimony. I get a little upset with folks when they're so self-righteous. You know what I'm saying? They've always crisp and clean and all. Like, no, you have not. Girl, sit down somewhere because you have not. You have not. Stop.
Right,
It's
right, right.
about having uh, Big Jimmy and Bobo and Rick coming through the window at night. You done done something. Stop it.
Right, right,
So
right.
that's why a lot of the young girls will talk to me and will say, I don't like talking to them because they judging me. They always judge me. Or that church, they judge me. I'm not going back there. And I tell them, look, first of all, Jesus is in you. The church is in you. So don't you stop going to church because someone said something about you or said to you. They don't have heaven or hell for you. Your relationship is an individual thing. That's between
hmm
you and God. They
That's
don't
it.
know where to put you, and the stuff that they're doing that may not even be seen or haven't been spoken. God sees it. So
That's right.
what they're judging you on, girl, change your mind about nothing. I
That's
said,
it.
yeah, what God has for you, when you do that, when you let other people get in your way, and as we used to say back in the cop blocking you, you blocking it, girl,
hmm
nobody stop you. They be like, yeah, well, mm. And I just don't take no for an answer. So I applaud you on Bold Enterprises. My hats are off to you. I am so proud of you and the new Sarah.
Yes, that's it.
Sarah, this is beautiful.
Yes,
So
yes.
tell me, give me your social media, not me, but give the followers your social media handles so we know where to follow you. They can keep up with Bold Enterprises and tell them how to reach you.
So my daughter's going to get me because I'm
Uh,
so not savvy with Facebook,
that's
Instagram. I'm on all of these things, but she's going to get me because she told me, she was like, Mama, write this down. I'm like,
right
okay, I'm gonna
there.
remember. And I'm like, so doing so many things, but
I-
it's Bowl Enterprises.
Okay.
That's my Facebook. That's on Facebook. And it's Sarah Andressa on Instagram. So I hope that I know that's not the right information, but I'm sorry. I,
That's
I
okay. No,
didn't I didn't listen. I didn't listen.
that's okay.
See,
When the journey is new, we are allowed to make little mistakes because
yeah, that's a little one, just a
it,
little one.
it took me it took me a minute to my coach would say, did you give your social media deal with that? I said,
I know. Oh
I
my
got so
God.
excited. And so I remember, but I completely understand, but no worries. But this is Sarah Anderson. And you said on IG you are what now?
Sarah Andressa. SA on the end. Andressa.
Andressa. Okay.
Yeah, like Anderson, but Andressa with the SA, not SON. I'm sorry. I'm so
Hey.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm so
Okay, guys.
sorry.
Well, definitely we want to stay connected. So you have a business page already set up, correct?
Right. And my website will be coming out really, really soon. So
Okay.
I will actually give when I get, when everything, at the launch, everything is going to launch off at that same time. So I'll
No.
make sure that you have it so you can put it on your Instagram and your Facebook as well so that people can get that is from there as well.
Okay, we'll do. We'll do. Well, this has been an awesome evening, and thank you so much for sharing
No
your
problem.
part of your journey and just being open and transparent. And like I said, that's how we gain courage. And how do we get courage? We've got to first be willing to be vulnerable, to be able to walk in the courage. And so it takes confidence to be courage, to be courageous. It takes
Right, right.
that because it just didn't happen over.
No fear. No fear.
It's no
No
fear.
fear.
Got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, even in just the snip here, there is a little, and I said for me, because if I don't have just a slight bit of fear, I said then that means I'm doing it in my own strength. And I don't ever want to be caught with my hands up by myself.
Right.
God is in control. And I would tell my mama, she said, well, it's okay to be, she said, because if you don't have no fear and you're doing everything, then it's like, you don't need God. So of course we need him. So just touched on that really quickly a couple of weeks ago and said the same thing about that. And he was just saying, yes, we have no fear. He don't want us to walk in fear, but in far as wisdom, you got to know you fear God. I don't have fear, but I
Right.
fear God.
Yes. Yes.
I don't have
Yes.
fear, but I fear God enough.
Mm-hmm.
Without him, we would fail. So it has been
Right.
truly an honor and a privilege to have you on tonight, and I'm so grateful. I'm going to get this jingle back up here, but thank you for putting out the positivity, and
Yes.
looking forward to the podcast. And what will be the name of the podcast?
Bold you.
Both you. All right, guys. You've heard it here on Table Talk, so we'll be watching out for Bold You podcast. Do you have a day? What day of the week or afternoon when it will be coming out? Or
It'll everything will be at the launch. So it'll be coming out like in the afternoon. So but I know the name, I know the time, but that's all I have right this second.
okay. Well, we'll be watching for all the good things that God
Yes.
for
Yes.
us. I love you. Thank you
Love you
so
more.
much. And
Thank
this has
you.
been
Thank
an honor.
you.
You take care, and your daughter's gonna get you.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
All right, guys. This has been another episode of Table Talk with the Diva Conversation. We love God and He loves you. And I'm excited about all that is coming in the next
Yes.
2022. Stay tuned.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Join in it, my free up. And if you feel it down, come in. The enemy shall win.